night beginning to fall in Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish
I get the
off
ball
week
first.
6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert off of play action. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to link the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And there's some major lag on that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Chargers hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Williams, the man in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yo, that lag was crazy.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. One-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of it early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wilson. He's got a man.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a lawyer.
Down at the Chargers 17-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Edmonds going to get the handoff here.
What the fuck?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive.
I don't care who was
They're trying to
there.
create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build
Oh my God, dude. The lag is so terrible.
Season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here comes the vintage pick.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 14. Now here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 61 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building over their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's a second. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
How? How?
And he will have the Broncos first down
just how?
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's
freaking great holding call.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
Look at Bosa.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Good lord, dude.
Now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Charger drive about
Mark, what team are you? Are you even playing?
Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Broken ribs, huh? Sure.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Second down, Eckler. Oh, nice move. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
And let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Oh, thank God. That was not what I wanted to happen.
To see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion.
I know, right? He's like the best corner in the game, too.
We'll give this one to Eckler. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy down for L.A. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down
gotta hit the hole
after a gain of just 1.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry.
Sorry, I streamed Diablo 3 the other day and I deleted it out of my.
Maybe you should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run.
I deleted the title out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Of course I was hit.
The defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here. They want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try to
come on. He surely recovered from that stumble very quickly. Very quickly.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, as his guys have now moved out in front. me with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby.
Yeah, that was pretty fun. That was a pretty fun play.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you?
Oh, boy.
Because you're either thinking, my replacement may
I got lucky on that.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
Got lucky on that, too.
Looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, my God, dude.
Flat for Edmonds. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Of course.
Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty.
Wow. Did not know that.
They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Get the ball.
Picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys
Sweet.
will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Poor Wilson. That's hilarious.
To get going. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Herbert's throw complete there to Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On the option, here's Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1.
Oh my God! What?
A yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Herbert.
What in the fuck? Of course.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is
I got to get them points up on Sean.
Lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense.
Somebody's a little sour, huh? Maher.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive.
Damn, they got the steam on it.
Because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
I tried to get him. I tried to get him.
To the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bro, everybody's getting hurt, though.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Tyler Davidson fighting through and earning the sack.
Yeah, go ahead and rewind that one.
Because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we're at halftime here.
Yeah, that was a fun play.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete.
Yeah, as far as Madden players go,
for just a 3-yard gain,
man,
and now
they're loaded.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense.
Hopped on that like white on rice.
Very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Beckham.
And I don't know how they got Odell Beckham. Computer must have signed him.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen, the man in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Oh my God, dude.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to
It was
stop
there.
it behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Come on. It's getting interesting. You might not want to leave. He lollipopped that. Good Lord.
Several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception.
Yeah, you needed that.
Be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
I don't know how I didn't hold the button down that hard.
Pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the goal
Oh
gets
my
tough
God, they
here.
won't let me shed.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 98 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he is
My Lord, dude. I mean, I'm just getting inside zone to death. Every single big play I've given up has been an inside zone. Every last one of them.
Able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I don't care who's there.
The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh boy, another lucky play.
The ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This is a counter play.
Oh boy.
Maybe a measure of revenge there.
Pretty good tackle.
In this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 141 yards rushing for now as his big night continues. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there.
Oh, that's a nasty play.
Does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
Come on, man. You got to man up better than that.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to
man, come on.
generate big plays for an offense.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
I don't care.
A couple of 1st downs as the foot. Wilson. This one complete.
I couldn't stay in front of it.
And the tackle will be made at the 38.
Well, I can put
That's a
my
good play.
defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I'm Tom, late game, down on the scoreboard. Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll get it inside the 20. And he'll
Damn.
about a half to a full yard shy of 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Edmonds going to get the hand.
Dude, come.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively.
Sean,
I mean, look,
I know you see it, bro.
To the good CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open.
I gotta click off or something.
And they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
Oh, my God, dude.
They can't touch the ball.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
No way, dude. Ain't no way, bro.
Turning point they need. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
I'm doing that shit again just to send a message.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
Oh, my God, dude.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald
Of course.
Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a
Kick
touchdown.
City.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Pick City.
My kind of
Pick
game,
City,
you know
bitch.
that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
I'm running that shit again just to prove a point.
Charger drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working out here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Once more, here's Eckler.
Oh my God, dude, the diving tackle.
A couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey McKinney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. And yet one more as the extra points up and running. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time.
Come on,
They
dude.
ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those
Should have made that catch.
Defensively. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off?
Now a give to Edmonds.
Man, come on, dog.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Whack, bro.
Wilson to throw. Able to find Judy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Short gain. Last
Whack
2
City.
plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Throwing now is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Previously the understudy to Noah Fant, Albert Okwuegbunam finally gets a shot at the starting job in his 3rd season in the NFL. Plenty of us remember his 4.49 40-yard dash in the 2020 Combine, so we know he's an athlete and can really stretch the field if they use him right in this offense. I'd say that play right there is a nice illustration of what to expect.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam.
Sure.
Another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, they run with Edmonds.
Come on, dog.
He takes it
Wow.
touchdown.
Like,
They've taken the lead late
sure.
in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by McManus is good.
I don't know if I did that.
Tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't.
Two crazy-ass pick sixes, too.
Breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Herbert to throw. And this is going to
No, I threw it to the wrong person.
Nearly their fourth pick of the game.
Wow.
Instead, second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now one final throw incomplete. And
30 points in the fourth quarter for Sean. Good Lord.
If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But
Gross.
if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime.
That can't be right.
Come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
My boy Chase Edmonds, boy. Get it out. Get the truck out of here, dude.
6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Where's the hold at, bro?
And a good run here as he'll...
Of course, game's over already.
Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards. They go with a ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator. Well, got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to,
Oh my God, dude.
God. He'll get it down to the 6. That leads us to
Shit.
a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this win is done. Win your individual battle within
Oh my God, dude. Just grab it there. Just grab it. Defensive end. Lord have mercy.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's
My
going to
man Chase Edmonds, dude. Come on, dude. What the hell?
here in overtime with this opening drive, running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well that you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Edmonds again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Bruh.
And the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's the sneak with Wilson.
Of course.
And he is in for
Good game, bro.
And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Broncos, they're good.